Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the spirit message that just came through this morning. And actually, I was going to save it to put in the overall weekly spirit reading, but they were literally saying that it deserves its own spirit message. So I can quickly reflect on it, and I'm sharing it here on the channel in case it helps you as well, because this was really driving home a clear message to me, and you may be feeling this as well. So that's why they were urging me to share this and put it on the channel. But literally, the name of this was called Find All the Ways to Unburden Yourself and quote unquote put it down, regain some peace and balance. So this is all about finding ways to unburden yourself, and they're saying put it down literally and regain some peace and balance. So they're saying this is always important, but especially now with all going on, because it takes tremendous energy, strength, power just to remain balanced and feel at peace. But yet you must find and retain that balance and sense of peace for yourself. And when you feel burdened by all that's happening, weighed down by life events, especially by ones you're not in control of to make better or fix, where you may feel off balance or just so drained from it all, not knowing or realizing you are carrying a burden you're not meant to. So look at this card and imagine each wand is something you're not meant to carry, and put it down. So they were saying, like, here, this crystal, like, picture this is you strapped on with all these wands. These are all your concerns. Like, each one could be a different thing. It could be world events, your job, your money situation, this person who's making things difficult, this person that is just driving you crazy, the world events, this, that, you name each wand. So they purposely led me to the Essential Tower to bring it down to the Essential, to not show the card where it's weighing on your back, but more that you're holding on to these and clearly to see, just clearly to see, like take it all away, rise above even the weight of it, the burden of it, and just calmly, clearly look at each wand and name them. And they're saying literally, look at this card and imagine each wand is something you're not meant to carry. So name it. So if this is somebody driving you crazy, name it and put it down. If this is worrying about your finances or job, put it down. So lay it down, put it down, one by one. Name them. They're saying to specifically name them and put them down. Is one the world events? Is one your money? This is what they're saying. Is one your job? Is one so-and-so? Name them, and put them down. Putting them down means you release thinking about it, thinking anything more about it or anything extra about it. Putting them down means you're knowing your place in it all. You are ready to pick it up again when it makes sense to do so, but you do not have to carry the weight of the world around with you. No, you do not have to literally carry the weight of the world on you. Put it down, release the burden. This is what they're saying, that we're walking around strapped with all these wands, these burdens that we're not meant to carry. So put it down, release the burden. Once you put it down, engage in something else that actually uplifts your spirit again to regain your balance and increase your peace once more. You are not to go through life like that card, burdened, weighed down, and drained. Put it down, regain some peace and balance. And I was saying this is so much easier said than done, but I'm definitely going to put this into practice and actively do this. But literally name the wand, like name, is this a person that's driving you crazy? Is this what's happening at your job? Is this money situations? Is this the world events? Is that the world events? Like, put it down, especially things that you can't physically make better and fix right now. Put it down, because they were pointing out to me, it was so funny, because the minute I said, yes, I'm putting it down, like this person is driving me crazy, I'm putting it down. But then I'm going to bed thinking about that person, and they're like, ha ha ha, wait a second, you said you put it down, you're no longer thinking about it. You don't have to strap it back onto yourself. So often we feel, yes, we laid it down, but we're not. We're still focused and thinking about it. We're still putting energy toward it. They made me post a spirit message earlier, I think last week, about energy leaks. I mean, this is very much in the same lane, especially with everything that's going on. It's only amped up more, and the world is crazy chaotic. There's lots of things that we're not have in our power to fix or control even. And then not only that, but then other people are acting erratically or imbalanced or chaotic because of everything else. But we still have to retain our balance and peace. So I realized, and I've been feeling it in my shoulders. A lot of people feel it in their back. They hold on to it in their body, but they're not really aware of how many wands they're strapping onto themselves. And they're literally saying, put it down. Find all the ways to unburden yourself. Put it down. Regain some peace and balance. So anytime you feel like you've strapped on too many wands, just say to yourself, put it down. Put it down. But then also immediately shift your focus and thoughts to literally something else. That's the trick, because you have to actively do it. You have to actively recognize and put it down, that you're, first of all, notice that you're strapped on something, and then put it down, and then actively search for something better. And then to help, they're saying after you put it down, surrender to spirit. And it literally says, we've gotten this card, and we've gotten the 10 of Wands in so many readings of late, and we've gotten this card in so many readings of late. They're saying after you put it down and start uplifting your spirit and do other things to regain peace and balance, literally surrender it to spirit when you put it down, because it's literally saying once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, to turn the situation over to the divine. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, you turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you, because it's not your place. And they're saying that's how you're supposed to feel, like lighter, brighter, going forward, moving forward, focusing on the beauty that's around you, and not just in place, strapped, burdened, drained, with all these wands strapped to you that we're not meant to carry. And a lot of times we don't even realize what we have strapped on. Like maybe I'm thinking consciously, I just have two. But when you really stop and think about it, no, this person was annoying you, this person's not working out, this is the world events, this is that. We're carrying a lot more, especially right now. We don't realize how much we're bombarded with that makes up one of these wands. So when they're literally saying, first of all, be conscious, clearly see, find all the ways to unburden yourself, put it down to regain some peace and balance. And because they're saying how important it is, especially now, and it takes tremendous energy, strength, and power just to remain balanced and feel at peace, but yet you must find and retain that balance and sense of peace for yourself. So they're saying, this is what they're saying, to really pay attention and to literally name them and put them down. And then literally feel that you have surrendered it to spirit completely, which means you're not mulling it around in your mind anymore. You're now focused on the beauty around you, something to uplift your spirit. You're actively doing this. So it's almost like actively, you have to actively do this, which was reminding me and almost like an assignment, because I do know we're human, and it's very easy to say, yes, I'm not going to stress about it, I'm not going to think about it anymore. But yet we feel like this in our spirit, in our mind, in our hearts. We're carrying these burdens. And especially right now, I mean, that's why I'm posting it and I'm sharing it with you, because they're saying it's always important, but especially right now with all going on, because there is even more wands. I would say there's even more wands. You know, this is the 10 of wands. There are probably like 50 wands, 100 wands. Because everything, we're getting bombarded left and right with so many pieces of information. There's so much happening quicker and faster. We're constantly surrounded. A lot of us are dealing with world events, our job, our family, our friends, or this or that, and health concerns. I mean, a gazillion things going on. I would say there's even more than 10 of wands. So if anything, if you feel drained, if you feel unbalanced, if you feel not at peace, if you feel stressed and burdened and weighed down or drained, they're saying to literally point out and name the wands and put them down. Put them down, because you're not in the power to fix or make it better. It's out of your control. And they're literally saying, underscoring, when it makes sense again to pick it up, because you can actively do something about it, you will. But in the meantime, you do not have to carry the weight of the world around with you. And this is so important. So surrender it literally to spirit. And once you've done everything you can, they're literally saying, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. And in the meantime, you name the wand and put it down. Like you name the burden and you put it down. So this really helped me, and it's almost like self-correcting yourself over and over throughout the day. Because I cannot tell you right now, I mean, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. We have world events, we have protests, we have this, we have that, we have all this unrest, we have all these things, ping, ping, ping. And then on top of it, we have our normal problems. We have our life day-to-day problems. We have people getting triggered by what's happening. Like everybody is off their rocker slightly, and it's for us to regain our power and strength and energy to remain as balanced as possible, as at peace as possible. And they always say, carve out your little piece of heaven however you can, and then whenever you feel burdened, to put it down, put it down. It's so important. So I wanted to share this with you because I know they've been drilling this into me, almost reminding me to be active about doing this, that make it almost like your priority number one is to remain balanced and at peace no matter what's going on, and to release the burdens. And it's interesting that you really don't even realize how burdened you are. You don't really realize how many wands you have strapped onto you. And I will say it's more than 10. And so they're saying find all the ways to unburden yourself and put it down, regain some peace and balance, and make that your priority. Because then everything else you'll have some sanity, you'll have some peace, you'll have some balance, you'll get more things done, you'll be able to focus more. This is a very recurring message. It's almost like an explanation mark about the other spirit message about plug up those energy leaks. We're feeling very drained, plug up those energy leaks, and also focus in on what you are to do now, because we're needed for creation, co-creation, creation itself, to make things, the things we can make better and fix, we're to be used for. So the rest of it, they're saying, put it down, and don't forget, surrender to spirit. And this is an action. This is being so hyper aware and conscious of it. It really is, because you don't even realize how many wands you're carrying and how much you're burdened. And they're saying to put it down and then go feed your spirit again. Go find your peace, go find your balance, find all the ways to unburden yourself, put it down, regain some peace and balance. And that was the spirit message. I wanted to share it with you because I definitely feel it deserved a separate video, because I'm going to need to rewatch this, get me reminded to actively do this all the time. So I'm sharing it here with you. Take care. Bye-bye.